Hey guys, how's it going? It's Steel here. So today I'm going to be talking about the three different gates you can have for your arcade stick, fight stick, whatever you want to call it. And primarily there are three different types of gates. So you got your circular gate, you got your octagonal gate, and you got your square gate here. So generally, if you have a Mad Catz stick, fight stick, whatever the case is, they come with the Sanwa square gates. So all the Sanwa parts in there, they all come with the square gate. And so that's what came with my stick. And growing up as a kid in North America, I live in Canada, I primarily played on octagonal or even some circular gates. I remember on an arcade. So it's very rare when I played on a square. And I remember when I did play on a square, I did not like it. And I'm going to explain why I did not like the square gate and why I like the octagonal gate and even the circular gate to that matter. But primarily, this is the gate that I liked. So this circle here is an outline of the joystick ball, and this is the bottom pillar of the joystick itself. So just to give you guys some insight into what you're looking at here. So let's talk about the square gate here. So in Japan, they all have square gates on their cabinets on all their arcades. So this is what they use pretty much. And obviously some of the cabs over here come over and they have square gates. Sometimes the cabs get adopted with the octagonal and the circular. But let's talk about the square gate here. So the square gate, the throw distances are equal across all corners, fronts, tops, and even the center. So everything is equally the same here. And then, octagonal, you can see the throw is a little bit different, right? To throw up, it's a bit more, throw down, it's a bit more forward, and a little bit shorter over here on the corners, right? So let's just stick with the square gate for now. So if you're, and this is, I'm going to explain my preference, and again, this all varies. This is, I'm just going to put it out there. There is no one gate better than the other. It's all what works for you. And I'm going to explain why this works for me and maybe why I'm assuming North Americans adopt this gate over the square gate a little bit better. And from what I've read or what I've heard, and I don't know firsthand, but Japanese players or overseas, they like to play within the gate. So they don't ever roll the bottom pillar off the gate, the edges of the gate at all. So what they do in order to do a fireball, they'll actually roll within the gate. They'll never actually rub it against the outside of the gate. They'll just play within the gate and do all their moves within the gate. They'll do their uppercuts within the gate, right? They'll do their pretty much everything, SPDs within the gate. They'll never touch it. So maybe and this is my thought, in North America, we'd like to rub against the gate. At least when I was a kid, that's what I did. In order to do a fireball, I would love to roll off the gate. So I would go down, roll off the gate, hit forward motion, get my fireball out, right? Same thing with the uppercut, right? I would go down, hit that, uppercut. Trying to do that on a square gate is a little tricky because there is no down feeling. There's a down forward feeling, and there's no forward feeling though. So this is the weird corner here. So if you're trying to roll, you get hung up on this corner, and then you try to roll up, and you have no feeling for forward, right? And over time, obviously, if you were to stick with the square gate, you're going to get used to this. You're gonna know where's forward, you're gonna know where's back, you're gonna know where's up, even though that there's no specific corners like the octagonal gate, right? So you'll eventually get used to this. And I've heard and read a lot that people say if you stick with this gate, this is the superior gate. And again, I don't take it with a grain of salt. It's all preference, right? So I had a friend that he purchased a Mad Catz. He's new to fighting games, and he's trying to throw out fireballs. And he's overcorrecting because he's hitting down and he's trying to roll up and he can't feel this forward, and he's rolling up and he's jumping when he's not supposed to be jumping. So this can be an awkward gate if you're trying to roll off the gate itself. This is more forgiving because you can actually feel each individual corner and you can get your fireballs out. And when he switched over to this restrictor plate here, he was able to throw out fireballs much more consistently. He told me before he was getting maybe 2-3 fireballs per match here. And then in this one, he was getting about 10. So, and again, he's new to fighting games. So my thought is that, he doesn't know how to play within the gate. us North Americans like to roll off the gate. So that's what he's doing here. He's rolling off to get the fireball out, and this is much more manageable. And even the circular, right? You can even see this is much more smoother. There's no forward lock position or down forward. So this is kind of a less adopted, but it's still in use. Not many people use it. Some people use it, but this here and this here are the two more popular gates. And this is primarily why I like this gate. You know, you could do an SPD easily. You could roll off a gate. This, you got to kind of like, imagine trying to do an SPD with this, like rolling off of the edges here, right? You would be lock, 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 lock. It would just, you would have to just do it within it, right? You would have to SPD within the gate. So this is primarily why I chose the octagonal gate, and you primarily put, I grew up playing with this gate. So when I got to this gate, I'm like, I didn't like it, right? So this is why I picked the octagonal gate. So that's pretty much the differences, guys, of the three gates here. And again, there's no one right gate for everyone. There is a reason why there's three gates. Some people prefer the square, some people prefer the octagonal, some people prefer the circular. So, do what works for you. These are relatively cheap to mod. $5 if you even change the whole receptacle plate. If you just change the insert, it's like $2. So like, buy all three. Or depending what you see, if you already have a square, buy this and this, and try it out and see what you like. The only thing I'll add to the square gate is it's nice for charge characters because you can lock down back. If you're gonna say Guile, for example, in Moon Kick, you could just like go, easy Moon Kick, right? You can feel the corners nicely, right? So it's, I hear it's really good for charge characters. So maybe, I still have my square insert. So if I decide to start playing charge characters, I may pop this in and see how I like it, right? Like I said, they're relatively cheap to mod your stick anyway. So, nothing hurts going out, buying it, and then or ordering it online and then popping in your joystick and see what works for you. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you like it. Just a little, description of or explanation of what each of these gates can give you. Again, this is from my experience and my understanding of them. Obviously, everyone's going to have their own take on it. But anyways, drop a like if you like. If you like the video, that really helps me out a lot. If you have any questions or comments, put something in the comment section there. I'll take a look at it. I definitely read those. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed to see some more videos. That'd be great. And have a good one, guys. Take it easy.